Yes, we should start really by saying that, first of all, most conversations I am privy to or have read about and so on about burnout stay in the head. Yeah. In a way, they turn burnout into a productivity problem. Time management, better habits, more discipline, better boundaries, maybe a holiday. And of course, those things really do help, but they often miss the core issue. Burnout is not just that you have too much to do. It's much more complicated than that. Burnout really is what happens when the body has been asked to carry a life that the nervous system cannot sustainably hold. So the head, what I call the limited mind, or the brilliant limited mind, is being used to live from. And it won't sustain that kind of thing. It's designed for analysis, calculation, summarizing, and so on. And it's a brilliant tool. We can't live without it. But there is another mind, which I call the unlimited mind, which is much more akin to your spirit, to your body, and in fact, to the whole entity of you. And my work is all about uniting body, spirit, and mind. So when I say burnout, I mean we're going to approach burnout as an anatomical and physiological reality. It's not a personality flaw. So let me just outline this anatomy. First of all, it shows up in your breathing, which is often shallow, held, or high in the chest. And if you're breathing from the upper chest, this really interferes with your throat and your head-neck-back relationship. And so breathing is often one of the first signs. If you can't free your breath, if you can't use your diaphragm to breathe, your diaphragm is below your rib cage, then this could be a sign of burnout. It also shows up in your posture, compression, bracing, a subtle desperation to hold everything together. It can also show up in your sleep patterns. You're wired and you're tired, and you can't switch off to go to sleep properly. And if you do, you don't sleep well, you don't feel refreshed the next day. And it can also show up in your digestion. Your immune system also can be really affected by this. And really, you're living from effort rather than your natural aliveness. We are naturally alive if our inners and our outers are aligned, and if we're aware of our bodies and our spirits. And I believe the spirit, the human spirit, to be the driver of everything, really. And it can also show up in your meaning. And what I mean by that is the sense that you're living from effort instead of aliveness. So many people say, oh, I can't, I've got to keep working, I've got to keep this up because it's the only way I'm going to get through everything. So there's a sense in which they're pushing through with this kind of desperation. If you feel that desperation, it's a good sign that you need to do something about avoiding burnout.